Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to be sharing with you guys my September favorites. So the first thing I want to mention is this Jaclyn Hill palette that she did in collaboration with MORPHE. It's the palette that I've been going to mostly for everything lately. Just because it has every shade you could possibly really need. Lately I've been doing more matte eyeshadow looks as opposed to like metallic-y or glitter on the lid. For some reason I used to always do that like last year, but this year I want to try and do more matte looks. But this palette has a range of both matte shadows and metallic shadows, and I just think it's a perfect palette for you to carry around or for you to put in your kit if you're a makeup artist. For me, I've been bringing this around with me wherever I go for any clients that I have, and it's literally been the only palette that I've needed because it has everything you could really need. The next thing I want to mention is a drugstore product, and it's from Maybelline. It's their Master Chrome Metallic Highlighter, and this is in the shade Molten Gold. It's a really pretty highlight, and it's awesome because, see that? That's a swatch right there. See that? It's so pretty. It's awesome because you can get this at the drugstore, and anything that I mean, if you live in the city like me, it's easier, I feel, to get to a drugstore than it is to get to a Sephora or a MAC store. So if I can find something in the drugstore that I don't have to go to Sephora for, I'm so for it. My next favorite is a bronzer. This is the Hoola Benefit bronzer that you could find at Sephora. I believe they have another shade, maybe like a lighter shade, but this is like the main one that probably most of you have or have seen before. Sometimes I really struggle with bronzers for my skin and for my skin tone. Sometimes I'll put a bronzer on and it'll really give me like a gray, it'll turn my face gray, like it'll look gray as opposed to looking like a bronzer. And that's really scary for me when that happens. It's just interesting to see how that really happens, like the chemicals in your skin and things like that. Sometimes it just doesn't like connect with certain bronzers depending on what your skin tone is. But this one has really worked for me. And this is like an old school bronzer. I feel like this has been out for a long time. Like even before I started doing makeup, this was out. So yeah, so this one and the MAC Give Me Sun bronzer are mainly the two that I use on a daily basis. And it has like a little mirror inside, which I never use. And it also comes with a little brush, which I never use, but that's just a side note. The next product is a moisturizer from Dr. Jart, and I believe I've spoken to you guys about this in a previous video that I've done in the past, and I've been using this as a primer as well. I went to Generation Beauty and I saw a little workshop that Kim Kardashian's makeup artist was doing, and he mentioned that he doesn't like to use primers because he feels like primers prevent makeup from really setting into your skin and it affects the appearance of the makeup. So he says he rather use moisturizer on his clients. And so that tip really stuck with me, and I figured I would try doing that, being that my skin is really always dry and I normally always forget to use a primer when I'm doing my makeup anyways. So I figured I would focus on just moisturizing my face before doing my makeup and see how that makes a difference. So with this look I did that. I didn't use a primer, but I moisturized before with this. This is like empty. I need to get another one. It says it's an instant burst of hydration for dry skin. That's this. Brightens dull, lackluster skin, and it's a long-lasting moisturization. And so I had gotten this first like as a sample from a Sephora Play box that I had gotten in the past, and then I went back and purchased a full-size product, which normally I don't do. Like, it's really rare that I have a sample of something and I go to the store and buy a full size of it, and for this I did. So any moisturizer that's really going to help me with my dry skin is good in my book. And then the last product that I want to talk to you guys about is a foundation, and it's also from the drugstore. This is one of my go-to foundations. It's from L'Oreal, and it's the True Match foundation. I feel like they have a lot of different shades, and not only is it affordable, even though drugstore makeup is getting a little bit pricey lately, but it's still more affordable than Sephora or MAC. I have been using this foundation for a couple years now, and I love it. This right here is empty. This is the foundation I was using over the summer in the shade W6, which is Sun Beige. But I just feel like it's called True Match for a reason, because it really is a perfect match. It has really been a true match for my skin tone and my clients as well, because I've used this on many clients before, and I use this in the summer and in the winter. So in the summer I'm normally W6, and in the winter I'm like a W4. So I just wanted to share that with you if you guys are looking for something now that the weather's going to be changing. If you're looking for a new foundation, I would definitely try the L'Oreal True Match, because I think you would definitely be lucky in finding a perfect match for your shade. Yeah, so that's pretty much all of my favorites. I tried to keep it short. I'll list everything that I mentioned down below in the description box, and I'll try and put the links for you as well so that you guys can just automatically click on it if you're interested in purchasing it. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, beauties.